Hey everyone, Shane here, and today I'm here to say thank you and to give you a lowdown on what I have planned with this channel. Spoiler alert, I've set up a Patreon page and I have an idea for a series that I think a lot of you are gonna like. So first and foremost, thank you so much for watching. I wasn't sure what would happen when I first started making these videos, and I am so thankful and excited for all the views, comments, and especially those of you that have subscribed. I have a lot of ideas and plans that I'd like to do, but unfortunately, my problem has always been time. Being married, having a toddler, and working full-time only leaves me so much time and energy to make these videos. Well, recently I got laid off from said job, which gives me a little bit more time now, and I was lucky enough to get a pretty good severance package, but severance and unemployment is only going to carry us for so long. So I really need to be looking for another job so we could pay the bills, but I would love nothing more than to make these videos full-time. Until I get a job, I want to put every effort I can into upgrading this channel, so to speak. I need an actual logo. I'd like to create some bottom thirds, titles, credits, and everything, all the nice touches that a video needs to be more professional looking. But sometimes it's all I can do just to get a video recorded and edited and throw some background music on it. But it's definitely time to move forward. So as mentioned, I have a lot of ideas. You Eldritch Horror fans have really spoken and shown me how much you love those videos. So I already have plans to do playthroughs of the Under the Pyramids expansion as well as Mountains of Madness, and I would love to just start going through all the different ancient ones, especially the ones that provide a little bit extra on top of the base game mechanics. You know, like those that have the adventure cards. Strange Remnants has the Ruins Encounter deck, all sorts of things. So Eldritch Horror has just a practically limitless amount of content I could cover by doing different ancient ones, different investigators, maybe even trying more investigators if people want to see that, but those will definitely be longer videos, I'm sure. But I would also like to expand into other Lovecraft games like Mansions of Madness and Elder Sign. And then of course there's all the other games. For instance, I plan to do a new tutorial and walkthrough of Grimslingers when I get the expansion. If you haven't seen it yet, it's going to be so good. I played a demo of it with Stephen Gibson, the designer, and he just turned that game up to 11. It was already a 9 or 10 for me. I just really love the artwork. Who doesn't? Everyone loves the artwork. I like the gameplay a lot. The solo mode, the campaign, which is also co-op, is just really fun. I played a 3-player, every man for himself duel, and it was a lot of fun. Grimslingers is amazing. So yeah, when I get that expansion, I plan to do an updated tutorial as well as a walkthrough. And how about a Feast for Odin playthrough? I did the how to play video for that, but I haven't done a playthrough yet. Or what about Clank in Space? I actually did record a Clank in Space solo playthrough. However, at the time, they hadn't updated their app yet for the solo mode. So I was using the regular Clank solo mode app and having to translate certain card types and things into something that works with Clank in Space. And it worked, it was fun, but now they've updated their app, so it's kind of obsolete. So I'm not gonna be publishing that one. However, I would love to do that eventually. There really is just an infinite amount of content in the board game world that I could create for you. So that brings me to my next idea. I would like to do a teaching series on board games themselves. Episode 1 would basically be a history of board games and an analysis on the current state of the industry and how board games just continue to rise in popularity. It'll be really interesting and hopefully something you can share with the uninitiated to help show people why you are so excited about board games today and that there is more to life than, well, life, Monopoly, Axis and Allies, and Dungeons and Dragons. And until Will Wheaton created Tabletop, I thought that was the whole spectrum of games. Either, you know, the older, just not interesting, kind of boring games, or extreme, complicated war games and RPGs. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but what I thought were the offerings was just not enough to tear me away from video games. So the first video would be about the history and the current state, and then after that, I would just dive into the full spectrum of board games we have today. I already have at least 10 episodes planned, and I'm sure more will come out as I start this series and it evolves, and I see what directions it's going to go in. But some examples of episodes is one would be an explanation of Ameritrash versus Euro. And of course, talking about how the lines between those two are getting blurred more and more each day. And in fact, I don't really know if those designations are even necessary anymore, and I think less and less people are using those as descriptions. However, it's still a useful topic to talk about. Or how about deck building versus deck construction? If you're like me, when you see someone call a deck construction game a deck building game, you get a little frustrated because these are two specifically different types of games that offer different things, and they are very well defined. So there is definitely a difference between deck building and deck construction when you're talking about types of board games and mechanisms. Or how about roll and move versus everything else? Traditionally, people are used to a game where they put a board down, they roll some dice, and they just do whatever it tells them to do. When most modern board games today use dice in completely different capacities. They have specific things that allow you to do certain actions. And then a lot of games don't even have dice at all. And they're all probably some sort of action selection where you have varying ways to select your actions and do very specific things on your turn. And this just allows for much more thematic, exciting, and strategic choices to make in games, and the possibility for variety and innovation is just pretty much never ending. Or how about mechanism explanations like worker placement, engine building, area control, all of these things getting their own separate video. I'm not aware if this thing exists already, but I'd really like to bring my own style and enthusiasm to the table and help share this wonderful hobby that we all love so much that is truly life enriching. Okay, so my final announcement is that I've created a Patreon page, as mentioned, because in order to do as much as I would like with this channel, I need time. So the sooner I don't have to work a job, the sooner I can make this channel all that it can be, and who knows what'll happen. So if you have a few bucks a month you can contribute, or even a buck, I mean, heck, I ain't greedy. But if every current subscriber gave $1 a month, I would easily be able to buy more games for more content for the channel. And if everyone right now gave $26 a month, I wouldn't have to work. Now, I know that's not gonna happen, but if it did, I'd probably crap one of these. No, not a little red disc, a brick. But on top of that, if I were to get up to 1,000 subscribers, then I would definitely meet YouTube's new requirements for monetization. And then that would also help. So if you like what I've been doing and you believe in what I have planned, please consider contributing. The page is www.patreon.com/ShaneandStuff, and I'll drop a link into the description of the video. And I've created 2 tiers right now of rewards. First tier is just at the $1 level. With that, I'll call you a producer and I'll put you in the credits of videos as soon as I get the credits going. And second tier is the winner level, because we all want to be winners, right? Because we play games and it's fun to win. At the winner level, you will definitely be helping me get to my goal of being self-sustaining and doing these videos full time. And you will also be able to, once a year, suggest a topic of a video for me. Subject to my approval, of course, but that would be the first reward I'm giving now. So other perks would just be, basically backers would get priority in if they want to see a specific video made and stuff like that. But I'll definitely define that better as we go along. But I wanted to get this out there as soon as possible while I'm in between jobs and while I can try to get some momentum going. So that's it. Again, thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, helping me make my videos as accurate as possible, and anything you can do to help, if not with your wallet, sharing my videos, talking about them, getting them out there, bringing traffic. If you like what you're seeing and you know other people would like it, please share it as much as you can. So also, be sure to hit that little alert button next to the subscribe button, which will definitely give you an alert every time I come out with a new video. With all that, again, thank you so much. Game on, end of line.